English 111. Miss Brewer here for your week 2 video lecture, and this shouldn't be super duper long, so make sure that you don't have to watch me. Make sure you go ahead and open up Moodle, and please follow along as I just kind of go through the week and go through some quick lessons and talk about what you're going to do, okay? So this week we're going to talk about MLA basics, and I'm going to ask you to take a quick quiz on that. And your quiz is your attendance assignment this week, so make sure you get that done because that's how you'll be marked as attending for the week. And then we're going to talk about your diagnostic essay, which you're also going to write this week, and what the expectations are for that. You should be reading 9 Stories by J.D. Salinger. Do make sure that you have that read. You'll have an essay test on the novel that's due next week, so you want to go ahead and have it read so that you can work on that essay next week. So I'm going to jump right in to our MLA review, and I'm opening that up. It's just a page on Moodle, and it says MLA review. This is just the very, very basics of formatting an MLA paper. So we're not talking about citations, we're not talking about research, we're talking about just the format that I want you to turn your essay in. So your basic formatting for your essay is your paper will have 1-inch margins all the way around. So you can make sure you set that in Microsoft Word. You will have 12-point Times New Roman font. It should be double spaced throughout, okay? So you also want to make sure that you go into the paragraph settings in Microsoft Word and check under paragraph, it'll say before and after. The before is usually set to 0, but the after for some reason is set to 8, and that puts extra space every time you hit enter. So you want to go in and set the 8 to a 0, okay? So that's important. You need to include a header in your paper, and you do that by the insert feature in Microsoft Word. So go into Microsoft Word, you go to insert, go to insert page number, have the page number show up at the top right, and then after you do that, you write your last name and put a space. So it's last name and page number. If you don't do the insert function and you just do your last name and you type a number, like if I typed Brewer 1, it would say Brewer 1 on every page, and the page numbers won't change. So you have to do the insert. And that is your header. So the header is at the top right of the page, and it goes on every page, and it has your last name and page number. The MLA heading only shows up on page 1, and it goes on the left-hand side, and it's 1 inch from the top, so it's the first thing you write. All right, and it's your name, first and last, my name, the course information, so English 111, LIN 2 or 3 or whatever your section is, and then the date, and the date goes in the format day, month, year. So I'm recording this on January 31st, so my date would be 31 January 2020, no punctuation, okay? And all of that is just double spaced. And that's it. That's all you need to know for your formatting. It's important that you know this because you're going to be turning in a diagnostic essay this week, and I want you to try to use your MLA formatting. So I'll talk about that when we get to the essay. You're also going to have a quiz. The quiz is literally just on this formatting information, so you should do pretty well on it, but make sure you do kind of review and know the difference between the header and the heading because they're 2 different things, and make sure that you have kind of all the information correct there. So that's your MLA review, really basic formatting rules. I give you a link for Purdue OWL. This tells you tips for writing an expository essay, okay? So your expository essay, you're just talking about a topic and you're investigating an idea, and I give you some topics that you can choose from for the essay. In order to have a really strong, solid essay, you guys are going to be writing a 5-paragraph essay, so it's not super long or anything like that. But you need to have a concise, clear thesis statement at the end of your first paragraph to have a successful essay. The thesis is the backbone of the essay. It says what you're going to be talking about, and if it's asking for your opinion on something, the opinion is stated in that thesis. So that's important. Make sure you have transitions happening in between your paragraphs. and that you include support in your paragraphs. A paragraph structure is really basic. It's a topic sentence, what the paragraph is about, evidence to prove the topic sentence, and a transition to go into the next topic. Okay, and we'll get really into detail about that as we go through the course. And these essays are not formal or anything like that, so you feel free to utilize, I in the first person, but try to avoid second person. Try to avoid you, okay? So especially because of some of the topics and they're opinion-based, you wouldn't want to say you to the reader because you don't know what the reader's opinion is, so you want to kind of skip doing that kind of thing. There's a little bit about the 5-paragraph essay at the bottom of this link. It just tells you introductory paragraph, 3 evidence paragraphs, and a conclusion. Please do not use in conclusion. And we'll talk more about that later. Okay, so I'm going back into Moodle and back into our week. So we've gone over the MLA review. We've gone over what an essay looks like. There's also a page that tells you how to write a diagnostic essay. You get pre-writing techniques, you get writing an introduction, writing a body paragraph, writing a conclusion. So review this before you write your essay. And then the other thing that you're going to turn in this week is the diagnostic essay. Feel free to write drafts of it before you upload it. The diagnostic essay should be written in Microsoft Word and uploaded as an attachment. So that's super important that you do that, okay? This is not a test grade or anything like that. I'm mainly looking for basic Microsoft Word format, MLA format, all right, and are you answering a question, okay? So I want to see how you write. That's kind of the purpose of this assignment. You're writing in 5-paragraph essay form. The topics are pretty loose, so don't worry about, being really particular or specific with statistics or doing extra research, okay? It's more of an opinion type of an essay. And then, so just review the 10 opinion topics that you have. You'll choose one of these to respond to. So don't write on all 10 of the topics. Just choose one and respond to it. Say your opinion in your thesis, which is at the end of your introductory paragraph. Wrap everything up in the conclusion. These are due on Sunday by 11:55 p.m. So I would suggest first knocking out that MLA quiz for your attendance assignment and then working on your diagnostic essay. Those are your 2 assignments that are due this week. You also need to have 9 stories read. I would say by the end of this week so that next week you can work on that. That is an essay test. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email and I'll be happy to address them. Have a great week.